Hello, everyone. I'm WG Ashwood. I'll be your fancy focused charity host this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have you here. We are going to be doing some more art today. We're going to be having a good time. I'm very excited to jump into more exploration of the art medium. We are going to be starting with some Mecha Man fan art, which I've been threatening to do for like a week now. We're going to do our best to get it done and just give it a try. But as always, we welcome suggestions from the audience. We want to know what you want to see drawn and if we can bring your ideas to life. As always, we have the Welcome in T-Rex. And we're just excited to have you here. Welcome in, everybody. Things are a little different today because we don't have TikTok, because we were wrongfully banned. A bunch of bullshit on TikTok's side, giving us a strike against our account. So we are very upset with TikTok at the moment, and we are fighting it. I submitted another appeal through their customer support action this afternoon. So we're going to try and get freedom from that and unbanned, and we'll see about that, because it's complete bullshit that they have an auto mod sequence that runs through the appeals, because that's complete and utter like asinine garbage. So we're very mad at TikTok right now. They're on our shit list. But welcome in, everybody. We are going to be doing some art. And we're going to be donating to Extra Life. Yay, Extra Life! Extra Life is an incredible charity that provides support and entertainment and all sorts of cool things to sick kids in hospitals across the country. This month, we are donating everything that we make at the channel to our friend Dean Dane's Extra Life campaign to support his local Miracle Network hospital. So we are doing that to raise his goals up, and we are going to be on his 24-hour live stream, charity live stream, starting November 29th, the Saturday after American Thanksgiving, where we'll be doing all sorts of fun stuff to try and raise money for sick kids. We think it's really awesome that he's doing that, and we want to support it as much as we can. But yeah, so let me get my art glove on, my drawing glove. Drawing glove A. Yeah, let's see, what do we have here? We are gonna work on some Mecha Man fan art. And I'm just excited to be able to do this with you all here. So let us know how you're doing in chat. Let us know in the comments of the video how you're doing, and we'll give this a shot. Every picture that I'm looking at of the Mecha Man suit from episode 8 is very dark. Hello, Mary. How are you doing today? Good to see you. How's it going? What are you up to today? Is there any more races today? I know you were rooting for a couple of racers last night in chat. Okay, so first I need to actually find my frickin' pen. Watching the pre-race right now? Hell yeah! Oop. Is that a spot on my monitor? It is a spot on my monitor. Okay. Alright, let's give this a shot. Race is on at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. That is really late for a race, isn't it? That's like super late. Why would they race so late? Who's racing at like 11 p.m.? Really, you stayed up all night to watch the Japan GP? Really? $13-hour time difference, if you remember correctly. Okay, let's see. We've got a pretty good starting visor, but all of the pictures that I'm seeing are so damn dark. It's hard to tell where any details go. $8 p.m. PST for the race to start. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. One of the few night races for F1. Mary, thank you for the stream streak. Now, what were we supposed to add on to that? Was it 15? Are you at a 30 stream streak? That's incredible. 15, okay. A 30 stream streak. That's incredible. Thank you so much for the support, Mary. That's 30 is wild. 30 is a wild number. That's a month of streaming. Back to race stuff now? Hell yeah. Okay, how do we... How do we do this? It's like a Gundam. This is just kind of a square head. This isn't really not. It's not screaming Mecha Man to me. How do we? Can I make this bigger, or is it just gonna get smaller? It always has been. Yeah, that just. It's fucking. It should be. Huge. There we go. Kind of want to take zoom off Z. Jesus Christ. If I hit Z before control one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm starting over. No, no, don't start over. Don't start over just because you hate it. Start reasonable spot. Just go back. Back. Okay. Alright. Start with the shapes. There we go. We're face shapey. We're face shapey. Okay, so we're working on the face shape. It's pretty rough. It's pretty shapy.
Hello there.
Hey, Finger Cheese, welcome in. How are you doing today? How's the rest of your Walking Dead? Doing Dispatch fan art right now. Trying to get it's going good? Glad to hear that. We are said trying to do some Dispatch fan art. It's not going according to plan. This is not super the effect we were going for. It's not really I couldn't get the I think the problem is I don't have the angle right. Like you should be looking up at this character, but I'm kind of doing a head-on angle. So all the reference images I'm seeing are like from a downward angle or an upward angle. Have I been? I've been fantastic. Thank you for asking. I've been learning to draw this past week, and I'd say we're doing pretty good at it. We're learning a lot all the time. It's very exciting to be able to learn a new skill, or at least expand on an old skill. Because I used to do a lot of drawing for cosplay, and when I work with stained glass, I need to draw out my plans for those sort of different pieces. So it's not a skill that I'm unfamiliar, but it is a skill that I would like to have a better understanding of. So I'm very excited to be able to do that, and especially using the tools at my disposal. Getting a new feel for it. You have no art skills at all? I don't believe that. I believe you could do anything that you put your mind. But I'm willing to understand that it might be something you haven't put any anything behind yet. Oh. You seem like an intelligent lad and all that. So I think you could figure it out. I don't think it's too complicated. After all, I'm doing it, aren't I? Let's see. How do we do this chest piece? If we move on from the head. That. Is there an art that you would ever want to practice, Finger? Is there anything that's ever stood out to you that you would want to do? Like, given infinite time and money, what is it that we would see Finger Cheese doing? Because this is basically what you would see me doing if I had infinite money. Is pursuing these skills right here. Oop. Ah, you couldn't get past my bot spot. Aha. You'd like to be able to paint. Paint well. You know, it's practice, just never really committed. I think that's incredible. I think it would be really cool. Paint is a medium I'm terrified of because it doesn't have an undo button. You just have to work with it. The thing that I like about digital art is if I screw up a line, I can just hit undo. Or I'll click Z and zoom in a little bit, and then I'll hit undo. But with paint, once it's on the canvas, that's there forever. So you have to really know what you're doing when it comes to painting. Am I using a tablet? I am. So I have an old school bamboo tablet. It's not one with a screen. I'm just working off of hand-eye coordination. I used to be a comic artist for a fledgling internet company that never got off the ground, and so they bought me this tablet about 13 years ago, and I haven't used it since. I used it twice before the company went up. So I never really got any practice with it. I used to do my art on paper and then scan it like a barbarian. Like, no, tablet. Like, ooh, tablet. Stuff happened. Company went under before it ever really got off the ground. Here we are. Okay, I'm actually not super mad at this drawing anymore. I think it's coming together really nicely. I think if we slap the Dispatch logo on here, people will be able to see a Mecha Man. There we go. That's the blockiness we need. Want it to be real blocky, shapy. You add anything more to this? Okay, so we've got kind of a rough Mecha Man frame here. I don't really think it stands out as Mecha Man till we do the coloring. See if the coloring helps it. Layer. First thing I want to do. Somehow turn this visor vibrant blue. Hell yeah. Now we need some more, like, more metallics. That's a good under. Okay, so let's see here. Wanna- It's too bright. Want a more muted blue? That kind of looks right. There. Um, I'll be honest, I hate it. I kind of hoped coloring it would save it. But it did not. It does not look like Mecha Man. All right. Well, we'll take suggestions from the audience now on the next thing we'll draw. I'm sort of sad that we didn't get the how does this Okay, there's my dispatch fan art. It's not perfect, but we're just learning. Thought it was a different. Can I? Okay, so I can change the. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not messing with it anymore. That's it. That's the fan art. Does anybody have any suggestions that they would like to see drawn? Anybody, anything at all? Otherwise, I'm going to start drawing Malevola. I'll do more Dispatch fan art. I'll do it. Just watch me. I'll draw a pretty lady. If I can't, I'll ruin a pretty lady is what I'll do. Ooh, she comes in a really good pose. Ah, why are they all so blurry? Okay. I don't think I can do humanoids yet. I don't think I'm ready for a humanoid. I mean, that Mecha Man was barely humanoid. It's very robotic, very Gundam-y. What the hell? Oh, because I'm in gray. Okay. This is gonna be hard. I don't know why I chose to do this. Her head's not tilted that way. Maybe I should start with the chin. Maybe Malevola's too complex of a character at the moment. No, this is... She's gonna end up looking like a troll. What am I doing? Okay, this is beyond my ability. Okay, what else can we try and draw?
Hello there.
Aku, welcome in. We need suggestions. We've already drawn some Mecha Man fan art. Also, welcome in, T-Rex. Welcome in to you. How you doing tonight? Holy shit, that looks great. I appreciate that. It's not perfect. 30 stream streak, hell yeah. Thank you so much for the support, Aku. That's incredible. 30 stream streak. That's just wild. That is a whole month of streaming. Thirty streams. But yeah, so we did this, which I'm not the most happy with. If you're anything, it's dedicated and loyal. We appreciate that, Aku. I'm probably gonna make a time lapse drawing of this, but looking for a new suggestion. I know you've always got ideas to draw. I tried drawing Malevola from Dispatch, but she's too perfect. She's too beautiful. I cannot capture her essence. Her demonic. Someone else can suggest if they want. Sure, if they want, but I'll take whatever suggestion you've got at the moment. Like I said, I was trying to draw Malevola, but I just couldn't get it right. She's too humanoid. I'm not ready for humanoids yet. Of course, you don't have to come up with a suggestion. I'm just asking because you normally have one. A beaver? Beaver. You were just waiting? Do the little hands like that. That was a really fast beaver. Really cranked that beaver out. It's kind of a really chubby beaver. Maybe they're just getting ready for winter. Don't you fat shame our beaver? Okay, let's give it some color. Beaver. Let's give it some... That's a real nice beaver we got there. Shall we give him a background? Damn. It's funny because it's a beaver. How do we build a dam? Um. Okay, we put him on a hydroelectric dam. Because I thought that would be funny. Poor guy, what's poor about him? He's got a big dam to keep him company. Can't have a beaver-made dam? Who's to say they didn't come up with hydroelectric beaver dams? Can't even try and bullshit your way through that lie, assfish? Come on. I could try. He's got a nice dam. What's wrong with his dam?
NANI?!
Aku, thank you for the nani. You need something loud to fight for the beaver? That didn't feel satisfying? Oh wait, beaver tails are supposed to be hatched, aren't they? You're also building a Sims tiny house right now. They're a... hatching. Alright, that's not perfect, but it's fine. Saved us doing the work ourselves. He looks like a superhero beaver now? What makes him a superhero? The fact that he's on the top of a dam? The pattern makes you think of one? Interesting. What if we tried an animation? I'm going crazy. I don't know. I just want to... I tried pushing my boundaries and I got to the end of them, and now I want to try something totally different. Push my boundaries again. But I have not animated anything in... Oh, what year did I take that class? 2010? I've not animated anything in 15 years. I haven't even thought about animating anything since Flash went out of business. Since Flash got shut down. Y'all remember Flash? I think it was an Adobe product, right? Let's see. Flash animation. Yeah, it looks like an Adobe. direct successor to Flash animation software is Adobe Animate, which is used for creating interactive animations for games, TV shows, and the web. Sounds like something you did in graphic arts school. I did play around with Flash as a young, very young, triple the young, quadruple the young animator. All right, who has another art suggestion? Who wants to see something drawn? I can always, let's see. What else have I been passionate about recently? We did Silk Song fan art the other night. Last night. We did Dispatch fan art tonight. I could try and draw more from Dispatch, but everybody's so human. Borderlands? Maybe a bandit? Like a psycho? I don't know. That's still very human. Yeah, I don't know if I could draw up a psycho. I could make a stab. I could take a stab at the mask. I'm not really feeling it though. Yeah, I don't think I can draw this. Hey Summer, how's it going tonight? We're just about to take suggestions for a new drawing if you've got any. More importantly, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope you have a fantastic day. We just got finished our beaver. Pretty good short break in D&D for a few minutes. How's our Saturday? It's going great. I had a fantastic little dinner of Thai ribs and corn grits, and now I'm drawing up beavers in Dispatch. So I love my little beaver here. We threw him together in just a couple of minutes, only of a very short time. It felt like we get this beaver going. Like the shading and fur? Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. You want food too? You should definitely get some food. I never play D&D on an empty stomach. I always make sure that we have plenty of food available. Is there a cheese board? There should be a cheese board at hand at all times. That's just a D&D staple. Had tacos earlier, which led to a nap? Hell yeah. But Want to draw. Might make a small little pizza later and have a slice or two? Hell yeah. I think that's a phenomenal idea. Draw a pizza. All right, let's draw a pizza. Favorite one? Well, my favorite is a pepperoni pizza. So I know you like pineapple. Well, I only like pineapples on a specific type of pizza. Something with like chorizo and like jalapeno. Can we... Dipping pineapple pizza into a mango habanero side sauce is to die for. Hell yeah. I would absolutely go for that. Mango, the fruit, not the anime book. I would kill for some mango habanero side sauce right now. I've got some peach habanero hot sauce in the fridge. Or the pantry? Have I opened that yet? I don't know. Just out here slapping Japanese storybooks with pineapple zard slices. Welcome to turning 36. What if we used entirely just the shapes tool? This is gonna take a while. I have to return before you get to this point, so you have an idea. You'll say now. Hell yeah. What do you have, Summer? Can I... There's gotta be a better way to do this. Is there a pepperoni brush tool? It's a part pineapple. It's a part pepperoni, part rose pizza. How about that? There's a feather brush? You know how much I could have used a feather brush? When I was drawing the owl bear? Why did nobody tell me about the feather brush? There's a bloodstain brush. Cherry? The Ronies get cut by the slice. Speaking of shading, a brown tan shadow on the edges as they curled up might make the cheese flare. A brown tan shadow. No idea if you're articulating it right. I think I get what you're saying. Like where the Ronies curl, the cheese gets more cooked because of the fat. Pepperonis. Let's see. My streaming software just flashed. Are we still live? Hex just raided in. Welcome in, Hex and friends. Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing tonight? I'm WG Ashwood. I'm your Fancy Focus charity streamer. Please make yourselves at home. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome in, raiders. How you doing tonight, Hex? Let me get a shout out for you there, Hex. Let's get the welcome in T-Rex on screen. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody, please give Hex a follow. Good friend of the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. How are we doing tonight, everybody? Good to see you. I am WG Ashwood. You can call me Ash for short. I'm so excited to have you here. We are your Fancy Focus charity streamer, and we are donating to Extra Life for the month of November. So everything that we make here at the channel is going to Extra Life, which supports Children's Miracle Network hospitals and sick kids. And we're doing that through Dean Dane, another really cool person's channel. For the most part, good. Had a little tech issues at the end, so ended early. But other than that, mostly good. Oh no, what kind of tech issues were you having, Hex? And thank you so much for the raid. If you need to raid and run anybody, please make sure you take care of yourselves. Get yourself a snack. Get yourself something to drink. Do a couple stretches. We love when you take care of yourselves here. And we are just so excited to have you. If you'd like to stay, we're taking drawing suggestions. We did some Dispatch fan art. If you're fans of Dispatch, we did some Mecha Man fan art. And then we did a beaver. And now we are working on a pizza. We're just playing with different brushes, playing with different styles. Exploring doing that. We're going to try and color this nonsense in just a second. But how are you doing tonight? Glad to hear you had a mostly good stream there, Hex. Sorry about the tech issues. What were you doing? What were you playing? What were you getting up to tonight? That seems like Pepperoni Circle. Yeah, it was an attempt at pepperoni pizza, and then I got a little fancy with the pieces. But welcome in, Supreme. How are you doing tonight? And welcome in, Chrissy. Sorry I didn't see your message before. I was giving Hex a shout out. I'm notoriously a terrible typer, so I have to hunt and peck. You started on OBS and you went to go try to play something on your capture card, but it wasn't picking up on stream for some reason. It worked in your test before, but not now. Like it picks up on your monitor, but no audio or capture on OBS. That's really interesting, Hex. I haven't had that that experience before. I have not worked with OBS before. Otherwise, I would love to help you. I think it's just a little growing pains with swapping software and getting used to it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I have no doubt you'll figure it out. Let's see. Pepperonis are kind of an orangish red. I can't color the brush? Do they not count as lines? Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's take the brush out. Want kind of that yellowish brown. Summer wanted this around the edges of the pepperoni. I should probably color the cheese before I do this, right? Okay. Yeah, if anybody has a drawing suggestion, anything they want drawn tonight, please let me know. That's way too dark of a... Yeah, this was just us playing with different brushes, sort of getting an idea of how different things work. I just learned that I can't color the brushes after drawing them. Can I? try something like this. Okay, I can color them on top of them. It's kind of a doo-doo color for flowers, though. Let's do something to make them pop. Hex, what kind of capture card do you use? I think I've got an Elgato capture card that I use for my Switch. I've been using that for a couple of years now. I use it so sparingly. I so rarely play anything on my Switch. I think the last game I played on my Switch was Date Everything when I was traveling. I was traveling to Idaho for Gem State Gaming Convention. What? Gem State Gaming Convention? Gem State Gaming Convention put on by friends of D and Dane. And he has somehow secured my involvement for several years now, which I'm more than happy to be a part of. Not sure if Hex is here, but he used Elgato too. Excellent. Yeah, he's probably working on his tech. No worries there. I totally understand. Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II, I think is what it's called. I think I've got the 4K 60 as well. I don't know if I have the Mark II. This tiny house is 43 grand with all the shit you've used? Damn, Aku. That's an expensive Sims house. That's an expensive tiny house. Wait, this is the wrong flower. I need to do something else for the roses. Hey Wolf, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Please enjoy your Puggy emotes and your ad-free viewing. Welcome in. Welcome in. 25 months is incredible. Thank you so much for the support. Like I said earlier, everybody, we are donating to Extra Life for the month of November. Everything that we make at the channel, whether that be subs, bits, gifts, donations, anything of the like, is going to Extra Life, your D and Dane's campaign. 25 months is incredible. Thank you so much, Wolf. Also, that means it's been 25 months since I started playing Stardew. Because I know you were around for the early Stardew days, right? What if we don't make the roses red? What other color are roses? We have blue roses. think one of your first streams was the one where you played Junimo Kart for like 10 hours. Really? Was that one of the first times? Because I remember, I remember that was an ordeal. We played Junimo Kart deep into the morning till we beat Mayor Lewis's high score. All right, there's our pizza with feathers, bloodstains, rose petals, and cherry wood. 2 years later, you're here drawing a pizza with flowers? Yeah. Crust. It's a white crust. It's a floury crust. It's caked in flour. It's made of flour, you could say. Okay, does anybody have another suggestion for anything they want to see drawn tonight? Flower can be censorship in some games? Really? I don't think I've ever seen a game that uses flowers for censorship. You made this pizza when you worked at Whole Foods, you'd be fired? No, it's delicious, except for the bloodstains. Serious Sam uses flowers for censorship? Yandere Simulator has the flowers. Interesting. I think I just ruined it. 25 months and a 30-day watch streak. Hell yeah, Wolf. 30 days, 30 days. A whole month. Thank you so much for the support, Wolf. It means the world. Are we still live? My stream software just flashed at me again. We lost a couple of frames. Are we still live, everybody? Are we still doing okay? Still see you? Fantastic. We have our artisanal pizza. Of course, anytime, and yes, we're live. Fantastic. So Wolf, let me show you what we've drawn tonight. We did some Dispatch fan art. We did some Mecha Man fan art. We only have 3 more ass fishes in the chamber. I think you called me an ass fish earlier, Aku. I think you only have 2 ass fishes. I believe that's what you meant? Your therapist, that doesn't mean you can do math. Yeah, you called me an ass fish when I put the beaver on a man-made dam. Although I insist that this beaver constructed a hydroelectric dam themselves with the help of their beaver colony. Have artisanal pizza. He's lying through his teeth, chat. Get him! So we're looking for new suggestions on what to draw. Also, I have, because some things were on sale, I have ordered a new microphone and headset because this one is dying on me. This one I can't hear out of the left ear sometimes. I ordered a new headset. And we're going to get a new microphone with that. Got some new stuff coming in the mail. Remember you requested Bell Beast last night. Ooh, Bell Beast is going to be hard. You can give it a shot. Let's look up the Bell Beast. The fat shame Belly too? Of course not. He was fat shaming the beaver earlier? I was not. I was just saying it was a rotund beaver. And they are. They are a very rotund beaver. How dare he? Sonic? We draw Sonic next. All right, this is kind of weird. Belly curves in a kind of weird way. So I don't know how I'm going to draw this. Reminds you of Half-Life 2? What part of Half-Life 2 does it remind you of? I haven't played Half-Life in a couple of years. Let's see. If body was not long, head crab. Oh, yeah. Okay, now let's draw a little hornet. Her collar's a little that. Look like new game, like something. Forgot the name. Silk Song. We're going for Silk Song. Let's see. I think this is about right, size-wise. No, she should be a bit bigger. This music makes you feel like you're in Paris. God, that looks awful now that it's bigger. Oh, I hate it now that it's bigger. I was like, that's fine when it was smaller. Now that it's bigger. Um, Never played the game, but it's showing up so much on Steam. You recognize the Figure Silk song? Excellent. I'm glad to hear that you recognized it. That means we're doing at least a passable job of it. Whoop. Hey, my cats, welcome back. Welcome, you're back and you're eating pizza? Hell yeah. That's fantastic. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Yes, I am, Supreme. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I would be on TikTok if they hadn't banned me unjustly. Got back from Target. That's fantastic. Did you get anything cool at Target, my cats? You had pizza for dinner? I'm jealous, Wolf. Everyone is having pizza? Two small Lego sets? Hell yeah! At Olive Garden for the first time. What'd you think? You had pizza earlier, Supreme? That is funny. They had good chicken fingers? Very cool. I like the gnocchi soup at Olive Garden. Hey, thank you for liking the live. Wrong layer. Wrong layer. Olive Garden pretty good, to be honest. Nice. You love Olive Garden? I like the herbs the most. Okay, I don't know how to... If I had a brush that added bells... Let me see. Feather, rose, cherry... Add subtool. Search for material assets. Type search key. Bell. Search for subtools on assets. Had a dessert there. It was a black tie mousse cake. Ooh, I'm jealous. Ooh, a bell brush. A bell brush. We can do it. Download. Download will start automatically on devices with Clip Studio installed. Re-download materials at any time from downloads. How do I import material? Still have some left. We ate all the chocolate off of it. Oh no, not all of the chocolate. Okay. If you're using simple mode, importing brush materials. Material. You gonna go again? Thank you very much for stopping by, my cats. Okay. What were we doing? We were doing the bells. Change layer color. Can you make them gold? I can. What do you think of this, Aku? Seems like Game Boy. Maybe put a black background behind them, behind the bells. I was just thinking that. Maybe not black. Maybe a dark gray so it doesn't completely hide her legs. Those bells look amazing. They do. I'm very excited that I found a bell brush so quickly and that it was so easy to import. Maybe a dark gray instead so it doesn't hide her legs. The brown is a bit closer to the color palette of the game where you first meet the Bell Beast. Okay. Ain't that some Bell shit? Let me do some stretches, otherwise Spice will come for me. Spice will take a plane ride from wherever they're on vacation at to destroy me. Looking away from that? And you? Oh, okay. All right. Ooh, boy. Look at it as soda? It does kind of look like soda. Okay. You wanted Sonic next, Supreme? I'll try and draw Sonic. So cute, love him very much. Thank you very much, Wolf. Yes, Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic. Gonna draw Sonic. Sonic is fine too. Finished your build? That's fantastic, Aku. Are you still doing your berry challenge? From the 5th gen. Damn. That's impressive. Halfway done? You have to do 10 generations? Damn. Don't worry if it's hard, it's okay. Yeah, it is gonna be hard. Sonic is a very recognizable figure, so any wrong pieces of the shape are gonna be ultra recognizable. Very good start, thank you. He's got his arms crossed, which fucking blows for me because I have no idea how to draw that. Just do stick arms? Hey, welcome in. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for saying it's good. Is that, Omar? Yeah, it's really good. Thank you very much, Supreme. Let's see. Got little stick legs. Let's see. Okay. Killing this. Thank you very much. Um. There we go. There's Sonic. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Supreme. Put Tails next to him? No, no, I'd rather not, actually. I would rather not put Tails next to him. I'm going to draw him in the Green Hill Zone. How come? Because Tails is harder to draw than Sonic. I think you're a hater? Wow. Child abduction Amber Alert. What? Why am I getting an Amber Alert on my phone? Been here 30 streams in a row. I feel like I have to give you shit at some point. Well, thank you, Aku. Ask Wolf, he gets it every stream. What else is in the Green Hill Zone? Hey, Jayla, welcome in. How you doing today? Blue waters, enemies, rings, bridge. Tails. Circle Sonic goes through. Let's see if I... Spikes, checkpoints. Maybe do some rings. Aku, thank you for the lurk. You unlurked it pretty fast. Welcome back. It was difficult as fine. Dr. Eggman and he's flying a small ship. I can't draw Dr. Eggman. I don't think. I said you would be right back. Had to switch to your phone. I think that's a drawing, everybody. I think we can call that a drawing. What do we want? What is the next suggestion? Seems like this is old Sonic, so no effects. Yeah, this is old Sonic. This is the classic design. I didn't do his 2D design or his 3D design. He has a more three-dimensional, two-dimensional design. Uncrustable. Grape flavor because you're evil? I love the grape flavor Uncrustable. What do we want to see? The raspberry is your favorite? I haven't had an Uncrustable in years. But I like the grape. Actually, everybody, give me a quick second. I'm going to be right back. We'll finally make it to the shrine.
Yes, my friend. I appreciate how you play games.
I broke the cart. My Eagle Strike landed on the head of a bot that was charging towards me. Oof. Jesus. Really, the killer skins I'm not a big fan of. I feel like they don't really change anything but your sort of color scheme. Whereas you can get totally different clothes and stuff. You can get totally different clothes and stuff with the other, like the survivors. Even body shapes and other things. Like you can make them look
Okay,
like totally
that
different
was
people with the
that was a big jump scare one. I think I saved it from the jump scare. You're tired, so you're thinking grape flavored was just smashed grapes? I mean, basically, yeah.
You didn't notice a jump scare? Yeah, I think I stopped it before it got to... It's really loud, so I think I stopped it before I got to the jump scare on that. So what do we think, gang? What do we... You have Raspberry Pop-Tarts now? Hell yeah. What do we want to see drawn next? Just to go back through, we did our Mecha Man fan art. We did a beaver. We're ignoring my uncrust. Oh, was that a suggestion, Aku? I thought that was you were just saying that's what you had. Now you say gang, Scooby-Doo and gang. Ooh, Scooby-Doo. I think I wanted to do a Scooby-Doo. So I remember telling Spice to remind me of do a Scooby-Doo. Your brain is fried. Scooby-Doo is going to be really hard, especially drawing the gang. We could just try and draw Scooby-Doo. You don't have one, you have a Raspberry Pop-Tart. Okay, Scooby-Doo. You're allergic to strawberries, so everything is blueberry and raspberries in your house? Okay. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay, for some reason he's facing the other direction than I normally associate him with in this picture. Like, it's weird. Like, I really associate Scooby with facing to the left. He's facing to the right, and it's like freaking me out. Sniffing in floor. I can maybe look up some reference of him sniffing for clues. Um... Scrappy-Doo on top, not necessary.
Aku with the 71% fancy. Hell yeah. Ooh, Supreme 93% fancy. Very nice, y'all. Good work. What makes a dog Scooby-Doo? Because I'm drawing this right now and I'm just seeing a dog. The spots, the collar, the lore. So tired you just texted that Shaggy's real name being Norville doesn't feel right. Instead of saying feels like, you typed meat feels? Oh no. Wolf. The comedy? Seems like a strong dog as you build it. He also has chin. Chin whiskers. "7 days of drawing has shown significant improvement." Thank you very much, Aku. Size seems like it's going to miss back part. That's fine too. Yeah, I'd have to make him a bit smaller to draw the whole thing. Shaggy and Scooby have the same chin whiskers, if you remember correctly. It's such a cute touch. Don't know why I called his facial hair chin whiskers. Probably because Aku called them chin whiskers earlier. That's also my cats. Think another front feet? I do need another front paw. Back seems fine. Let's see. That's too many toes. Like back leg not showing off camera? Yeah. All right, let's give this guy some color. And then we'll draw the background. Kayla, you love Scooby-Doo? I'm glad to hear that. I love Scooby-Doo as well. Okay. Scooby-Doo. Tried drawing Gibson guitar? No, I've never tried drawing a guitar before. Doing great. Thank you very much, Aku. Let's see. Maybe the floor should be a different color. Hi, okay, bye. Bye, Spice. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Easiest would maybe be in background house and pumpkin. Improving by leaps and bounds. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Spice. Listening to this song reminds you of a 16-bit song, like Final Fantasy or Earthbound? Yeah, it does have that quality, doesn't it? Or did. The previous song did. Okay. Scooby-Doo. Now that you're on topic, draw Ness, maybe. Okay, we could try and draw Ness. Oh wait, it's after midnight. Do we keep going? It's like right after midnight. We could call it a night there. With our great Scooby-Doo drawing. We could try and draw Ness. What do y'all think? Do y'all think we keep going? Or do we call it a night? Either's fine. It is Saturday. Could keep going. Wait, but don't you have work tomorrow, Aku? Only 11 p.m. here? Try and draw Ness. What if we did something really silly and did some pixel art? You have about 45 minutes before you have to sleep? Okay. Do rectangles. Am I drinking? I'm drinking Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey tea, no flavoring, just the regular Earl Grey. Extra bergamot, extra citrus. No, you don't even have to say it. Say what? Say what? That's a Pokemon? You know what? Think about what would go in your tea. Vanilla. Let's see. Milk. Sugar. Are you asking if I had cereal milk again? You do that one time, and you open up and you're vulnerable about it, and no one lets you forget it. T, you're going back to thinking about Earthbound again? An enemy? Really? There's an enemy in Earthbound that's T-like? Damage you think it's coffee? Damages the whole party? Oh no. your friends was playing Clair Obscur earlier. Can't remember if you played that or not, but it's honestly really cool. I have played it. I did. I got to the halfway point, I think. And then I gave up. Made me give up? I just wasn't feeling it. I don't like turn-based RPG that much. I only finished Digimon because it was Digimon. If if it wasn't super obvious, I wasn't having the best of time by the end of Digimon. Also doesn't help that they gave you 30 more side quests at the end of the game. Very true. Looks like Face and I. Yeah, I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna start down with the shirt. Hi, welcome in, it's Nolster. How are you doing today? One Piece fruit? Let's see, I've only ever seen the Gum Gum fruit. Welcome in, Noster. How are you doing today? Seems like many things. I'm working on Ness. I'm trying to like pixel art it. I feel like that's a fun idea. Pretty decent, just dusted off the art tablet. Have to wait for Clip Studio to send you your code since it didn't arrive to your email, so you're browsing till you sleep. That's what we're working in right now, actually, is Clip Studio. So it said learning, so you had to click. Yeah, I'm just learning how to draw. Melissa, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in to the soiree. Please make yourself at home. So firstly, welcome in. Here's your welcome in T-Rex. We did tonight. We're on day 7 of learning to draw. We did some Dispatch fan art. So if you're not familiar with the game Dispatch, we did some Mecha Man fan art. Loved the game, fantastic. I had a really great time. So like we had to draw Mecha Man. And then we drew a beaver. So we learned a little bit about drawing a beaver. He's kind of rotund, but I like him a lot. Then we just played around with the different brushes here to make a pizza. We did like feathers and petals and cherries and cherry flowers and roses and blood splatter and stuff like that. Just to play around with the brushes. Wouldn't happen to be in Europe. Just saw sign red, white, and blue. No, we are actually in America. We're in Louisiana. On Beaver? No, I just, Beaver. I just drew a red plank. And he's on a dam. So he's got some water behind him, and he's on a dam, so he's on a little cement construction area. We did the Bell Beast from Silk Song. Industrious concrete beaver dam, that's neat. See, I was saying it was the beaver's dam. No one believed me, but I think it's an industrious beaver. Yeah, so we have the Bell Beast from Silk Song. And we found out there was a bell brush that we could download. We of course downloaded the bell brush and had to use it. As a Canadian, you approve the industrious beaver? I appreciate that, Nolster. You also fat shamed the beaver again. What? Saying I appreciate his rotundness is not fat shaming, Aku. And then we did some Sonic fan art tonight. So we drew Sonic. It's closer to Sonic, but it's Sonic. You're half Canadian, so you only half approve. Then we drew Scooby-Doo. So we've had a lot of cool fan art tonight. Do I have a goal with art? Not really. It's always been a passion of mine. I've done a lot of different drawing. I do cosplay. I work with stained glass as well. So I do a lot of drawing for both of those. Cosplay especially. I do a lot of drawing when it comes to my cosplays. So I don't really have like a goal. But it's just a thing that I really want to get better at. Ash was kind of a badass. I appreciate that, Aku. It doesn't feel that way sometimes, but I appreciate that. Ulster, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. Please enjoy your Puggy emotes and your ad-free viewing. By the way, we are a charity streamer. So everything that we make here at the channel this month is going to Extra Life, which is a program that supports children in hospitals. So it goes to support sick kids. We're donating through our friend Dean Dane's campaign to support his local Children's Miracle Network hospital. So that's where any subs, bits, gifts, donations, anything like that is going there for this month. And yeah, so right now we're working on a pixelated Ness. We're trying to figure out, we're just playing around with the pixel tool. November 29th, yes. On November 29th, over on Dean Dane's channel, we are doing a 24-hour live stream where we will, wow, that's a lot of W's, where we will be raising money for Extra Life. Where we will. And that's November 29th. It'll be a 24-hour stream. Let's see. I'm over here. Let's do a big steppy. Let's see. Stopped doing art for a while because of life. Now you're somehow in school for finance. That's very cool. You thought he'd dust it off and pursue it on the side? That's fantastic. Yes, Deanne Dane. Ooh, whoops! I almost clicked the tablet to end stream. Where is my cursor? Where did my cursor go? It was hovering over the end stream button. Very cool that you're dusting it off again, Nolster. Do you have a plan for what you're going to start drawing? Are you just gonna when you finally get Clip Studio downloaded again? Do you have an idea of what you want to start with? Just to get used to it, you have some friends that have been making dispatch OCs. Really? That you'll be doing environments for D&D and stuff. I love that. That's fantastic. I wish so badly that maybe it's something I should be working on right now, that I was better at working on backgrounds and stuff so I could do environments for D&D. That sounds super cool. But I need to get my basics down before I can start working on that kind of stuff. I need to be better at humans, and I need to be better at a couple of things that I want to do where let's see that. Yep, that looks like Ness without the cap. Give me just a second and we'll see about making that cap. You like characters, but world building is where your heart is? It's growing up, you almost ended up as an architect. Really? That's super cool. I've always loved designing characters. I guess that's where my heart's at. Okay, now this is going to be the hard part. Let's see. Cheeks. That is way too bright of a pink. Head and stomach part? Let's see. I think it's red? Yes, the cap I believe is red. Let's see. Maybe more red? You wanted a deeper red? I think that was as red as I can get it. It's 100% red. Like under? Let's see. Let me get back to that in a second. That's not the right color blue. How's that? How's that, Ness? It's very accurate. Thank you very much. I never tried doing it that way before. That was kind of a weird way to go about drawing a character, but it kind of felt fun. It was a little freeing. That we were working off of felt just like the game, kinda. Very cool. That makes sense? I think it does. I think it makes sense to me. Ten out of 10. Thank you, Aku. I'm still thinking about where's my sorry. I'm still thinking about Scooby over here. That is a strong Scooby. Like I'm saying that like he's got muscles. I'm thinking I maybe could have made him a bit lean. Yeah, strong like you said. Yeah, exactly. He's a Great Dane, isn't he? I believe he is a Great Dane. I believe Scooby-Doo is a Great Dane, yes. Okay. So here's the question. Do we take time for one more drawing? Do we do one more drawing tonight? Or do we call it a night at 12:30? It is late. Going for a couple hours. You have 11 minutes. Anybody? Yeah. What's an 11-minute drawing? What's something I can bust out real quick? What is anyone's idea for a speed I can do in 10 minutes? Hello Kitty? Let's look up a Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. All right, we're gonna do a bow out approach. You're a big Hello Kitty guy? I am a not so much Hello Kitty. Really, I haven't like Hello Kitty wasn't really big in my family either. My sister wasn't really big into Hello Kitty. Didn't have a lot of it around. Very masculine personality and presentation, but man, do you love cute shit? Let's see. Okay, it's not a perfect Hello Kitty. It's very much not a perfect Hello Kitty. Looks very accurate. Thank you. Hands probably would have more fingers. Actually, for Hello Kitty doesn't have any fingers. You get a thumb and that's it. She's all thumbs, baby. Maybe let's try something. Probably let's try looking at it one day. Ooh, that's rough. This textured pen is pretty rough when you... Ooh, yeah, that's very nasty. Need you to trust you and Google something. Muscle Hello Kitty plush. You think it's anime or cartoon? I think it's cartoon. Muscle Hello Kitty plush. There's Muscle Mommy Hello Kitty comes up. Holy crap. That is phenomenal. I love that. Is that an official Sanrio? Sanrio Kawaii Muscle Kitty Hello Kitty. Is that official? Is that an official merch? Cracking up, you've never seen it before? No, this is the Hello Kitty we get. Don't know if it's official, but it's hilarious. Not sure this program can do it. You know, when you draw, you can make it in like pink in front. You can draw it behind it. I think if I change the layer color, change the layer color. I can change the color of it. Wolf fell asleep, so you're gonna send a pic to him of it with no other context? Hell yeah. That's hilarious. Alright, we're gonna call it a night there. Thank you so much everybody for being here. Let me go through and label everything real quick so it's easy. So we'll save as, let's see. This is day 7. Thank you for being here, Supreme. Thank you to everyone for being here. The dispatch one is so cool. You're sad you missed it being done. No worries, Aku. I'm going to turn it into a TikTok. I'm going to turn it into a speed draw. And I'll put some Thought Squad behind it. Let's see. Dispatch fan art. Save it. Beaver. Do we save the pizza? May as well, right? Pizza. God, I'm so happy with how the Bell Beast came out. Why would you toss the pizza? To stretch it out. You know, you gotta toss the pizza to get it stretchy. Sonic fan art. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. As S pixel art. That. Hello Kitty. Now we export the PNGs. Ooh, my chin is super raw from yesterday. I should be careful. I tried rubbing my chin today and it started bleeding. Did I get bit? I'm not sure. It's in my beard, so I don't know what happened. File, export to PNG. File, export, pizza. Didn't see it might be a spider. That's what I'm worried about. It didn't swell up or anything, and it's like right on a lymph node, but it was just really itchy. Beaver and Belly are your favorite of the night? I'm glad to hear that. File, export, PNG, Belly. Sonic fan art. Export Sonic. New. Export PNG. I have a lot of TikToks to make tonight because of the successful fan art that we've done tonight. So thank y'all for your suggestions. I really appreciate it. The stream would not be the same without y'all. Definitely want to say thanks to Hex for the raid. Thank you to everybody in chat. Thank you to everybody who's lurking. Okay, let's see. That should be all of the should be all of our art for the night. Thank you to you. Thank you very much, Aku. All right, we're gonna raid out. We're gonna raid somebody, probably somebody doing art. Oh, unless Ghoulies online. I think Ghoulie was doing something cool. Let's see. Did I do 8 drawings tonight? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I did 8 drawings. Very cool. Getting faster. You're at -6 minutes, so you're going to sleep, but this has been fun. Thank you very much for being here, Aku. Everybody remember November 29th, we'll be live 24 hours over on D and Dane's channel, Extra Life. We'll be back tomorrow night. We might be a little bit late because we have D&D, or we should have D&D, so we'll be back tomorrow night. More fun times. Starting at, should start at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Might be a bit later. Check in. If we're not live at 9, check in with us a bit later than that. We'll see you next time. Let me throw some raid messages in chat and get out of here. Oh, my raid messages aren't working again. Thanks for drawing. See you. Thank you very much for being here, Supreme. Thank you for your suggestions. We're gonna raid out. The raid messages should be popping up, but they're not. There we go. There we go. If you are a subscriber, go ahead and grab that first raid message. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and grab the second raid message. We're gonna raid out. Let's see. Who is online? Ghoulie went to bed. Let's raid somebody doing art. Let's raid somebody doing art. Okay. Anyway, so I started drawing some cuties. That's cool. Looking for somebody who's English. They're Spanish. Okay. They're English. Finally found somebody. Okay. What are you up to? Okay. We're gonna raid out. Start raid. Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We super appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe a little late, but catch us next time. Have a fantastic Sunday. If you don't see us tomorrow, have a really stellar start to your week. We really appreciate you, and we have a great time. Stay fancy, all my lads, ladies and gentle zombies. Keep being amazing, and we will see you next time.